First for Miami, Chalmers and D. Wade are the guards. And playing at the 5, the always versatile 6'11" star big man, able to score inside and out, Chris Bosh. And it's LeBron James, and it's Haslam in at the 4 spot. And for Oklahoma City, the backcourt is Westbrook and Cephalosha. Paint holding down the pivot, a physical and bruising big man at 6'10". Big Perk, Kendrick Perkins. And it's Durant, and it's Ibaka in at the 4 slot.
Put together a great team, fans can get a little wild. When you put together a great team that's exciting to watch too, then they really get wild. And that's what you have to deal with when you go to Oklahoma City. A great team with terrific fans.
That's good.
His presence is very comforting for this team. He's kind of a fallback option for them anytime they need it.
Now let's go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to catch up with head coach Scott Brooks.
There are a lot of big names to deal with in this one, but perhaps none bigger than LeBron James. A hole in his game. The only real way to slow him down is to get him working against himself. Physically, there is no answer for LeBron.
And thanks for that story, Doris. And back to these great fans in Oklahoma City. They hosted the Hornets for 1 season in the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina, you recall. And Steve really showed what a great crowd they could be for a team.
Kevin, I agree. And I think that season when they hosted the Hornets, I think that showed the league that Oklahoma City was ready to become a franchise. And that's why the move from Seattle to Oklahoma City was allowed by the league, because the city had proven that they would support the club.
Shots good by Ibaka. The Heat have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. He lobs it up. And the teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make in a close game, a potential momentum builder.
Westbrook.
You know, one thing with Scott Brooks, guys, he's very consistent with his message. You listen in on those timeouts, it's all about getting stops. Defense, 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 and letting their offense come from that.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Heat.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And the other thing we're seeing is great ball movement. We're seeing a lot of good offensive execution, ball movement, player movement, setting up assists.
Haslam, defended by Ibaka. And Haslam kicks to Chalmers. Thunder with the rebound. And Clark, you mentioned Brooks' single-mindedness. He stayed pretty constant with his rotations, too.
And there's no doubt players appreciate knowing their role, but, you know, a lot of critics have been surprised at how Brooks has stuck to his lineups. Some lineups that didn't seem to be all that effective. You know, his usual starting lineup with Cephalosha and Perkins on the floor hasn't been their best in terms of plus-minus, but Brooks very loyal to his starting group.
There's the feed to Cephalosha. Back to Perkins. Stolen by Bosh. And here we go. Fast break. LeBron's got it. Here's Chalmers. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Chalmers has got his second bucket tonight.
You know, as soon as that steal was made, it was over. That was going to be a bucket the whole way.
That's exactly how a turnover costs you.
Wade against Westbrook. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
You know, people look at Mario Chalmers and say he might not be your typical point guard. He's not a big-time penetrator or playmaker, but he's a good fit for the Heat with his active defense and spot-up shooting from long range. I think it's a hand-in-glove fit, actually.
Cephalosha with the steal. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Wade with it. Wade gets a screen from Haslam. Fires for 3, and that's good. Mario Chalmers for 3. Chalmers has got 7. And Chalmers, a 3-time All-American, NCAA champion his junior season at Kansas, received the Most Outstanding Player Award for that 2008 tournament.
Hit what was probably the biggest shot in Kansas history, the three-pointer that sent that game against Memphis into overtime, that allowed the Jayhawks to go on and win that national championship. I don't mind that shot, though. He's an excellent three-point shooter. He's just showing a lot of confidence there.
I'm right with you there, Steve. I mean, let it flow when you're feeling it. Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
Now here's Perkins. Nice D from Bosh.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
Kicks it out to LeBron. It's stolen by Ibaka. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
But that's what happens when you get all 5 guys on a string defensively ready to react and make a play.
Here's Chalmers following the score by Oklahoma City. Haslam the pass to LeBron. The 8-footer. No good off the front iron.
He operates pretty well in traffic, guys, but that was a tough play to finish off.
Westbrook dishes to Perkins. And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. Durant against LeBron. Outside Westbrook. Clock at 6. The dish to Ibaka. And it's going to be out of retained possession. Clock is at 3. Fades and shoots.
They've done a terrific job rebounding here so far, allowing no second chance points.
Perkins against Bosch. Tries to keep it alive. Perkins kicks to Westbrook. Cephalosha passes to Westbrook. Dishes it to Cephalosha. Launches a 3. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Cephalosha's got 5.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Haslam a screen on Westbrook. Misses off the right iron.
You know, that's a problem he has. I mean, not being able to knock down that open jumper. I think it happens far too often.
The alley-oop is such a fun play to watch, but when it doesn't convert, it's probably the wrong choice.
I guess that makes that one a terrible choice.
Now here's LeBron. Kept alive. Second shot opportunity. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
And Westbrook is so dynamic offensively. Guys, his ability to score in this league. And I still think he has potential to be even better defensively. So incredible how good this guy can be.
Yeah, he has the quickness and speed to dart in and break up a play, whether it's picking off a pass or just taking it out of your hands.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. A baseline J. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And Clark, you're right. They've done a great job of cleaning up the misses and limiting second chance points.
Well, because they've done a nice job blocking out and everybody has been concentrating on blocking out and pursuing the ball, they've not given up any second chance opportunity. How hard it is to find a power forward that can match up with LeBron makes good sense.
Kendrick Perkins, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Now, here's Chalmers. He's got 7. Gives him the lead pass. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And mismatches really are what make an NBA offense go at times. Not only can Miami overpower you, Steve, you know, with their sheer talent at times, but if you're trying to guard a perimeter player with a big, you're going to be in trouble.
Well, some people still see small ball as a gimmick, but, you know, for Miami, it's different because you've got LeBron James playing the power forward. It's not really small ball. He can rebound, he can defend, he can do everything. And so the Heat become a nightmare to guard at the other end, and you can rarely take advantage of them offensively.
And that one's good.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Yeah, the shots have been falling, that's for sure. The offense really in a good group.
Now here is Cephalosha. He has 7.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Wade kicks to LeBron. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got 3 assists tonight. To the paint. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Wade. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Wade with the ball. And the rejection by Ibaka. LeBron's shot is good. Thunder trailing by 10. Westbrook with it. Now guarded by Mario Chalmers. Ibaka backs down. To end the run. And the layup is good. Ibaka's got 7.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, getting the ball into the post should be their first option every time down. Force the defense to adapt and adjust.
Bosch kicks to Chalmers. Passes it to LeBron. And the rebound goes to Perkins. Perkins got 4 rebounds in this game. Durant attacking. Good on the shot.
Well, he recognized the advantage size-wise, and he went right at the defender. That's how you do it.
And Chalmers kicks to Wade.
Good. Only going to get worse.
Oklahoma City trailing. Here's Westbrook. He dishes it to Cephalosha. Outside for Durant. And stolen by LeBron. And oh, here we go. Chalmers has got it. The fast break chance. Wade gets the bucket.
Kevin, they've been playing with an awful lot of energy here.
Get in for Bosch. Allen comes in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Norris Cole in for Mario Chalmers. Thunder trailing by 10. Outside Jackson. The pass to Cephalosha. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Cephalosha's got 10. Now here's LeBron. He's got 9. Battier sets the pick for LeBron. And that's a foul. It's called on Thabo Cephalosha. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Outside Jackson. And Lamb kicks to Jackson. Lamb. Oklahoma City moving it around. Pass to Cephalosha. Feeds to Thabit. And down it goes. Jamming that one home. I like that they're taking it inside and taking advantage of each opportunity, Clark, to chip away at the deficit.
Yeah, and doing it with the dunk is a major energizer, too. Gets the momentum going.
Yeah, and I think the interior defense, as good a job offensively as we saw. The defensive presence was almost non-existent. They may see this lead disappear if they continue to give up those easy points.
And the Thunder pushing it up now. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Cole. Puts up the baby hook. Oh, and the whistle is blown in the play as he was fouled in the act of shooting. Wasn't sure we were going to see a call there, but the officials saw the contact and 2 free throws. The Heat have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. And the first one at the line is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Thunder trailing by 7. Outside Jackson. He passes to Thabit. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Thabit's got his second basket of the night.
Both teams on fire right from the opening tip.
Pedal to the throttle, Steve, just like we like it.
Back to Allen. Anderson outside. Six on the shot clock. Here's LeBron. LeBron with another miss.
And the defense got away with a major lapse there.
Durant kicks to Cephalosha. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
That is not a difficult pass. You'd think they could keep it in bounds.
The Heat leading by 5. LeBron with a screen on Jackson. Here's Cole. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
No, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop. He used his strength there to get into the post without much of a fight from the defense.
Yeah, I think they've got to muscle up on him a little more. Do a better job next time in there.
Here's Jackson. There's the exactly, Clark, what they wanted, the aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
Yeah, that's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end. That is a terrific effort on the shot. He's giving up a lot of size, but still finds a way to score.
I don't think that affected him in the least, though, Steve. I mean, he made it look like he was the bigger guy.
Blocked. They retain possession. Allen's shot is off.
That's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were right in his face.
Jackson misses.
Great defense in the paint there, making it tough on the offense.
Buzzer, knock it down.
Head force. And when you consider how the Heat are doing, Stephen Clark, what are your thoughts?
And the key is you look at the steal totals for this team. They have really put good pressure on the offense.
Well, you know what? Pressure can lead to pilfers, and pilfers can lead to points. So we got the 3 Ps: pressure, pilfers, points. Get it done.
Well, Heat leading by 8.
You know, no denying it's been a heck of a run the last few years for the Heat, but you can't help but wonder if the impending 2014 summer of free agency could be the end of it all. The big 3 came together in a flash of lightning, it seemed, but it could end just as fast if one or all decide to opt out.
Let's go down to the sideline.
It's night and day how he is off the court. He gets in his zone, and he just feels like he's the best player on the court. Westbrook said, "I don't mind playing angry. I play angry a lot." Guys with his size and athleticism, that's a scary thought.
Infectious enthusiasm, Doris. You see it every time he steps on the floor. And Clark, as you were saying, the trio of LeBron, Wade, and Bosh all have options in their contracts to become free agents in 2014 if they choose to. And, Steve, you have to think that at least 1 or 2 of them might exercise that right.
Well, you know LeBron will, because he's the most underpaid athlete probably in the history of sports. He's worth 10 times what he makes. But it's going to be interesting to see what Miami does here the next couple of years with their roster.
Well, Heat leading by 8. And Cole kicks to LeBron. He feeds it to Haslam. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. The Beats got 3 rebounds now in this one. Lamb, he's covered by Anderson. Back to Jackson. Pass to Collison. Chris Anderson pulls it in.
Talking about Chris Anderson, guys, the Birdman. We weren't sure if he was going to be able to fly last season, but he did latch on with a very good Miami Heat team who was in need of some help rebounding, which is his strength. He still can do that and block shots as well.
Yeah, he shows us he knows how to finish with a flourish.
Jackson dishes to Collison. And stolen by LeBron. He kicks to Haslam. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got 3 assists now in this one.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
And the Birdman, a fan favorite from his days in Denver. The tattoos, his kinetic style of play, certainly drawing attention.
Well, he's an athletic presence inside at both ends of the floor. Defensively, he can slide his feet and block shots. And offensively, he's a guy who kind of...
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. LeBron gets this screen from Haslam. And LeBron throws it down hard. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, Mark?
Well, you know what the questions are about now. It's their defense, that's for sure.
Kicks to Haslam. The feed to Cole. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Cole's got 11 points.
Kevin, too easy. I mean, the defenders were sort of looking at each other like, whose man was he? And everybody thought somebody else was going to guard him, and nobody did.
Great move to the hoop, and I love the finger roll finish.
You know, so much has been said about the Oklahoma City home court advantage, and for good reason. I mean, you can feel it and hear it like a college atmosphere.
That's a good point. Dwayne Wade, he's checked in for Miami. Chalmers comes in for Norris Cole. Here's Wade. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. Chance for another point at the free throw line. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
Well, now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
That free throw good from Wade. Clark, back to what you said. Not only can you hear it when they are here, you can literally feel it. The rumbling, Steve, when you first come out of the tunnel is amazing.
Well, the Thunder have a fantastic team, Kevin, and you know they've been good the last few years, but you don't go 34-7 at home like they did last season without a significant advantage coming from the crowd, and I think that's been the case here. The crowd is loud and active and fired up every single night.
And good on the basket. Book it.
That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
Chalmers pass to Bosch. Back to Chalmers. Here's Haslam. Rejected by Westbrook. There's the dish to Ibaka. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
But there was some style there, Kev. It was a pretty sweet one-handed flush.
Allen, right side. This is the box. 4 on the shot clock. Haslam, that's good.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's gotten it going now.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. Kendrick Perkins, he's checked in for Nick Collison.
The Heat have magnificent talent, but even coming off an NBA title, they had never put their name into the conversation of the great team until last spring when they went on that amazing 27-game winning streak.
And Haslam kicks to Wade. Wade, double team. Haslam dishes to Wade. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. And for the Heat.
To me, was one of the great feats in NBA history. Winning 27 games in a row in the regular season. So difficult, but it showed you what the Heat were made of. They really were battling every night, and I thought that put them on a great run heading into the playoffs.
And it's blocked by Bosch. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. Now a timeout called.
I would look for Oklahoma City to be back this year. With everybody healthy, they'll have a chip on their shoulders. They want to get back to the finals this year.
Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Allen leading the charge. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. No good from Perkins.
Tried to get a little too fancy with that one.
Unless the alley-oop is going to be uncontested on both ends of the play, you're better off avoiding it. That's the risk you run by staying out there as he picks up his third.
It's Bosch with the drive. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yeah, you got that right.
And Ibaka slams it in.
Letting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, man, he's got so much power.
Wade gets a screen from Haslam. Wade passes to Haslam. Makes the lead pass. Allen kicks to Wade. Great D that time from Jeremy Lamb.
You know, Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra worked his way up from the very bottom in that organization. I mean, he got his start as a video coordinator, and through years of hard work and dedication, has really become an outstanding coach.
And back to Coach Eric Spoelstra as a guy who got his start as a video coordinator, picking the game apart. Steve, he's very comfortable with the new advanced stat movement, analytics in the NBA.
Yeah, and I've had a chance to speak with him quite a bit. He says that the way they use advanced stats is just as a conversation piece in the coaching room. Their analytics department will bring them various information, and it will force them to ask questions, which is very healthy for a coaching staff to do.
It's Westbrook with the drive. Durant with it, and Allen picks him up defensively.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Kevin, Kevin, thank you. There was a lot of thought about how the Heat could improve after they lost to the Mavs in the 2011 NBA Finals. Many called for a veteran point guard, but the team felt comfortable with who they had. Coach Eric Spoelstra said, "We felt we had one of the younger point guard tandems in the league that we can build on and offer us championship minutes right now." They grew into that role and were a big part of their back-to-back titles. Spoelstra says they earned it with their hard work, and he couldn't be happier, guys.
Always great to hear from you, Doris.
Well, he's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting the ball to the rim.
The Heat leading by 6.
Russell Westbrook suffering that torn meniscus in his right knee after the collision with the Rockets' Patrick Beverly in the first round of last year's playoffs. Really just derailed the Thunder's hopes for a championship.
Here's Bosch, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. 5-year NBA career, Clark, the longest consecutive games streak in the NBA.
How about going back to college and high school? Didn't miss any games there either.
True, right.
Remarkably durable. So this is really his first experience with a major injury, Kevin. Knowing him, though, and his tenacity and his desire to be great, I think he's going to be able to respond just fine.
Wade dishes to Allen. Fires from the line, and another basket for Miami. Thunder trailing by 7. Right side, Westbrook. Back to Perkins. Pass to Ibaka. With the lead pass. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
LeBron, he's checked in for Udonis Haslem. Wade passes to Chalmers. Back to Wade. Perkins with the block. Here's Bosch. Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Stolen by Wade. And here we go. Fast break. LeBron's got it. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Tell you what, LeBron can absolutely soar in for the finish. I remember last year the alley-oop in the conference finals against Indiana just almost put his head on the rim.
Air freight is a nickname we could dub LeBron James. I mean, he's an unstoppable force and an immovable object. Defensively, the strength, length, mobility. He can wall you up and lock you down and put you away.
Left side, Ibaka. He dishes it to Lamb. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
And Chalmers kicks to LeBron. And the basket good. And now an 11-point Heat lead.
Yeah, he put himself in great position to finish that break off, guys.
Yep, right to the rack.
And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. The Heat leading by 11. Bosch hits the pick for Wade. And it's blocked by Ibaka. And here we go. And Lamb kicks to Durant.
And he did it well.
1:43 left now here in the second. Dwayne Wade on the wing. And he says, rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Well, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Perkins, he's covered by Bosch. Durant kicks to Lamb. That 3 off the mark.
Man, I'll tell you what, this has been one ugly quarter for him.
And it keeps getting uglier. I mean, his touch has basically gone AWOL.
It's LeBron with the drive.
The Thunder have not defended well against LeBron James.
He has 17 points, and the steals are starting to pile up for him also.
They sure have, and clearly he's gotten in their heads because of it, Clark. You guys are looking over their shoulder now, always worrying about where he is. Well, Miami stormed through the regular season and were viewed as the clear-cut favorites to come out of the East, but it was not as easy as expected. After sweeping Milwaukee, the Bulls gave them a scare, then the Pacers really took them deep, all the way to Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals.
Wade gets a screen from Bosch, and that one's good. And that's 20 points for Dwayne Wade.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
And for the Heat, the Pacers were their first real test, it seemed, and they had to survive a win or go home against him. It almost seemed, Clark, to take away any momentum they might have had when they went up against the Spurs in the finals.
Game to game or series to series. I think each game, Kevin, is really an entity in and of itself. That said, Miami found a way, despite being pushed by the Pacers and being pushed by the Spurs, both to Game 7. It came down to LeBron James's brilliance, but also the hot shooting of a complimentary role-playing winner, Shane Battier.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Just 72% from the line last year. Not great numbers, but of course there are worse out there, that's for sure.
They struggled a bit at the line earlier, but they found a nice comfort zone there now here in the second. They've been red hot from the strike. If they can continue to shoot like this from the line, they'll have a really good chance to come out on top. I mean, you get fouled, that's why they call them freebies. Knock them down.
Westbrook dishes to Cephalosha. Here's the 3. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Amount of comeback.
We've seen D-Wade getting it done. 22 points, and also those active hands of his have led to a pair of steals.
Yeah, Clark, he's had a great presence. Look out, trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
Guys, look, I don't know what the score is. That's the play we're all going to remember from this game.
And the basket by Chalmers.
That's such a feel shot, that floater over the top.
Westbrook kicks to Lamb. Second chance shot. Here's Ibaka. No luck. Some solid defense from Bosch.
Boy, they've really dominated on the glass, and of course they've done a lot of good things here tonight, but the rebounds have played a major factor.
Hey, Steve, you know rebounding always one of the key barometers in determining the victor.
Good defense, but you gotta love the finish with the finger roll over the top.
Perkins, the pass to Westbrook. A three-pointer off the mark.
And they've been off target now on 3 of the first 4 shots they've taken in this second half.
And that one's good.
They've been good on all 3 of their shots since coming out of the locker room at the break.
Left side, Westbrook. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Westbrook's got 18 points.
And his stroke has been dead on. Inside, outside, wherever. The shot's just falling for him.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Here's Chalmers, and the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. That one on Perkins.
Hey, last season Chalmers missed a game-winning shot. That happens to a lot of guys in this league, but what he did the next game is of note. He made 10 threes, and arguably his best game ever, as he set a Miami Heat team record for makes beyond the arc.
Kevin Durant's checked in for Jeremy Lamb. And Westbrook, here we go. There's the pass to Cephalosha. And it's off from three-point range. The Heat leading by 21. And Mario Chalmers grew up in Alaska. Not too many NBA players hailing from up there, taken with the 34th pick back in 08.
He's played his entire career with the Heat, and really it was a perfect situation for him when LeBron arrived, because he's a kind of a combo guard. He plays the point, but he's an excellent spot-up shooter, so he can play off of LeBron and Wade quite well.
Westbrook missing again. And it's Miami's ball. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Chalmers dishes to Wade. Off target from outside. Oklahoma City's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Durant, that's good. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Now a timeout called by Miami. It's one seeing him get into it. In fact, with Coach Brooks, when he was subbed out of a game, there was that flagrant foul against Blake Griffin. He's got a fuse.
Well, he's showing a little bit of a hot-headed streak, Kevin. I like that. A little feistiness. You like that from your big men. You know, you want them to be tough.
Showing emotion.
Exactly.
Passion.
As long as you control the emotion.
Well said, Steve.
You know, he operates so well close to the bucket. There's nothing he likes more than seeing an opening inside.
Westbrook kicks to Ibaka. Westbrook. Lamb passes to Westbrook. Tipped away. Stolen by Chalmers. And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition. Now, Kevin Durant has been a tremendous scorer since the day he stepped onto the court in the NBA. What he's trying to improve is his playmaking ability, finding teammates more often and really creating offense for others.
And Steve Durant has increased his assists the last 2 seasons. But as he's trying to pass more, Clark, we've seen his turnovers increase as well.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's certainly a part of his development as far as playmaking goes. I mean, there will be more assists and a few more turnovers, but I do like the fact that for Dunk of the Year and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I'm with you, Clark. That's a crowd pleaser if I've ever seen one.
Back to Perkins. Outside Westbrook. Lamb. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Ball's knocked loose. And Ibaka kicks to Lamb. The finish. Hammers it home. Defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
Feeds it to Haslam. Inside to Bosch. The Thunder pull it in. Durant's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Pass to Westbrook. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. And Miami making a change here. Cole's checked in. The Heat leading by 20.
Usually the logic is that if you want to win the West, you need to get a lot of wins against the East to pad your record, guys. But the Thunder did down
in transition.
Exactly how it should be done after a turnover.
Here's Cole. He's got 11. Bosch, a screen on Westbrook. Cole and Durant with the block. And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul called. He'll shoot free throws. Well, getting back to the Thunder, as you said, Clark, they took the East to task once again. They were 21-9 against the conference. But, Steve, that was just after the 3rd best in the West.
You know, I think a big part of that is that after they made it to the finals for the first time, they played with a target on their back. And I thought every team in the league knew they had to bring their A game to try to kind of make a statement against the Thunder. I think Westbrook may be the most explosive player in the game right now. I mean, you got Wade, Kobe, Derrick Rose, but I think Russell Westbrook, with his speed and quickness, is probably the guy.
To the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark. Brilliant throwdown.
Yeah, just exerting his authority out there.
Wade with it. He's picked up by Lamb. Wade kicks to Cole. Cole off the pick from Haslam. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. They get Russell Westbrook. And Westbrook really a freak athlete. Clark, a terrific dunker.
Yeah, he's a guy you would just love to see in the dunk contest, Kevin. But he says he's more of a game dunker and might not shine in the exhibition type format. And I can understand that. The dunks that Russell does in games are so vicious and so posterizing that it's hard to create that same type of tenacity and energy in a contest. So I think there are some guys that are more geared towards dunking in games than winning dunk contests.
Jackson dishes to Thabit. Poked away, but they get it back. He feeds it to Cephalosha. He passes to Jackson. He kicks it to Collison. Stolen by Wade. One-on-one here. And it's blocked by Cephalosha. They get it back. Nattier, the pass to Cole. Kicks it to Wade. Heat moving the ball around. Cole dishes to Wade. He was all alone on that one. Wade's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And another thing they're doing is really taking advantage of fast break opportunities, scoring some easy baskets.
They swipe it. And now here comes Cole, leading the break. Rebounded by Cephalosha. It's stolen by Wade. Rejected by Cephalosha. Now here's Jackson. The feed now to Thabit. It's stolen by Wade. LeBron kicks to Cole. And there's the call by the official. He'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
That whistle got a big response from this crowd, and it is not a favorable one, let's say.
I'll tell you what, the fans can't believe that they made that call.
Jackson up top, defended by Cole. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. And finished off by Collison.
Persistence always pays on the offensive glass, guys.
It certainly did there, you're right.
And he didn't mess around with it. Straight back up with the hard slam. I love it.
Pass to Wade. The dish to Bosch. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Bosch has got 12. Jackson drives in. Collison, he's guarded by Battier. Collison, the pass to Thabit. Outside Durant. Dishes to Cephalosha. Off target with his three.
More often than not today, those shots have not dropped for him.
And Cole kicks to Bosch. Passes to Wade. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. That's now 32 points for Dwayne Wade.
His switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
And finished off by Collison.
Wow, who is that guy? I didn't know he could elevate like that. I didn't know he had that in him.
I didn't either. You got to put some blame, though, on the defense, don't you think?
Yeah, exactly.
You got to put a body on him. You got to get position and put up some kind of a stand.
Cole dishes to Wade. Shot clock at 6. And Thabit sends it back. Outside Jackson, Cephalosha. He dishes it to Collison. The pass to Thabit. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be he's checked in for the Heat.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for him. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
Yeah, that's keeping them close. It's going to take a full effort here in the second half, but they've got to continue to knock down these free throws.
Wade outside. Feeds it to Cole. Nails it from the high post. Cole's got 17 now. Thunder trailing by 19. It's Jackson with the drive. Banked in off the glass. Here's Cole. He's got 17. It's back to Battier. The shot by Wade, and he hits the jump shot. Wade's got 34 points.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
Well, they continue to find the open man and play unselfishly. This is true team basketball we're seeing.
On the wing, Jackson. He's guarded by Battier. Jackson passes to Thabit. And it's Haslam with the rebound. Haslam's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Cole. It's Jackson with the drive. Can't hit.
It's been a great day for them on the boards, Clark. That's definitely been a major factor in building this big lead.
And, you know, from a numbers standpoint, the advantage might not be that large, but they have been manhandling them inside.
And the Thunder making a change here. Westbrook's checked in. And Cole kicks to LeBron. Knocked loose. Haslam dishes to LeBron. Pass to Haslam. Heat moving the ball around. He feeds it to Wade. Tries from 7. Lays out. And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession.
22 seconds on the shot clock. 22.
Battier with a screen on Collison. It's LeBron with the drive. He kicks to Haslam. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Haslam's got 12.
You know, it's not so much that the Heat score a lot of points. It's just that they score them in spurts. And it almost is a surprise when they end the possession without scoring or getting an easy shot. So good at spacing the floor and moving the ball.
Cole, the pass to Haslam. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Tries to save it. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Thunder trailing by 19. And Clark, just as you said, the Heat just so efficient offensively. Made about half their shots they took on the year and ended up with the best shooting percentage, Steve, in the NBA.
Well, it was all about floor spacing and LeBron, Kevin. They put shooters everywhere, but LeBron and Wade would attack, and they had really good flow and movement with the ball. I think over time now, given this team 3 years now, it's one of the best offenses in the league. You know, they've been so effective when they've been able to get the ball inside.
Some real shortcomings from this defense. I mean, they've given up 5 straight looks in the paint.
The drive by Wade, kicks it to Cole. Wade against Westbrook. Can't get it to go. Puts the lead pass in front of him. And here we go. LeBron heading to the hoop. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Cephalosha's shot is good. Here's Wade. He's got 34. The drive by LeBron. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got his 5th assist in this one. For 3, Durant off target. And as we end the 3rd quarter. And here are the Heat now. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. Dwayne Wade's checked in for Norris Cole. It's Battier on the wing. He's covered by Collison. Allen outside. 6 to shoot. Here's LeBron. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. LeBron's got 10 points in just the second half. Wade against Westbrook. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. That's good from Westbrook. The Heat leading by 17. Wade kicks to LeBron. Bosh sets the pick for LeBron. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. LeBron's got 4 points in the quarter.
He's been working some magic out there today, guys. This lead has been largely his making.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Battier cannot hit.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
The shot from the low post is good. And that's 18 points for Kevin Durant.
And I'll say this about him, Kevin. I mean, looks like he's made of rubber sometimes because defenders just bounce off him when he's driving the lane. What a finisher.
And something else he does is he's great off the dribble. He can take it to the rack or pull up. So as a defender, you don't know how to play him.
Gets the bucket.
Boy, beautiful assist. That's a couple of teammates clearly on the same page.
Thunder trailing by 19. It's Westbrook with the drive. Rejected by Battier.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle. And that's held true in this one so far, Steve.
And even if it's only a modest advantage that they have in that category, it's still a significant factor.
Ray Allen is on the wing. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Heat lead by 21. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Westbrook with the steal. Some solid defense from Battier. Deflected. It's Durant with the drive. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Durant's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, for one, he hasn't let him down. I mean, but a few other guys need to pick up the pace if they're going to be good.
And he slams it one-handed.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. And turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
It's Westbrook with the drive. That's good. Westbrook's got 29 in the game. Miami leading by 17. Ray Allen is on the wing. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Back to Wade. And there's the feed to Bosh. The jump hook, and it's Miami with another. The Thunder have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Wade gets a screen from Bosh. Wade kicks to LeBron. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. That's 36 points for LeBron. Bosh, he's covered by Collison. And Thabeet sends it back. Westbrook against Allen. Durant dishes to Cephalosha. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And now the fast break, LeBron with the ball. Bosh passes to Wade. Oh, trying for it, but they recover it. Bosh, that's good. The Thunder shooting it well here in the fourth quarter, 50%. Here's Westbrook. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Westbrook's got 15 points in just the second half. The Heat leading by 22. Allen outside. Bosh kicks to LeBron. The dish to Wade. Back to LeBron. Shot clock at 6. Soft touch off the glass. LeBron's got 38 points.
How about that, going up strong? I mean, he doesn't care how much height he's giving up. It's attitude with him.
Westbrook, boom, he jams it straight down. His finishes can be dazzling, especially Clark at his side.
Well, you look at a guy who doesn't have the height of some other big-time dunkers, and it always looks better, and he certainly makes up for the lack of height with that athleticism.
Yeah, his leaping ability is just off the charts, guys.
Another shot, and they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
And you can hear the reaction of the fans to that call.
Well, it's obvious they did not like it, Steve.
The Heat making a switch here. Haslam's checked in.
Second three-pointer of the half, 4th overall. So he's having a nice game from outside.
Westbrook with the steal. Leads him in there. No good from Durant.
And this is why you need size inside, the ability to contest shots and force misses.
Steve, that's exactly right. Even when you get in close, it's still a tough shot.
And stolen by Cephalosha. Right side Durant. Tries from 16. That doesn't go either for Durant. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. And here is Chalmers. Allen outside. The Thunder pull it in. And Westbrook, here we go.
Well, Westbrook has been great. He's got 33 points and 11 dimes. He's been their leader, stirring the drink at the offensive end and then anchoring the defense.
Well, it's a good example, Clark, of how you set the table for the rest of your teammates. He's really brought focus and energy to this game.
So he gets them both. And so here is Miami. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Here's Chalmers, and it's blocked by Perkins. Bosh dishes to LeBron. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Very close to a three-point play right there.
Yeah, that didn't go down, but those are exactly the plays coaches like to see. Well, you know, you look at LeBron James, maybe more than any other player in NBA history, he's great in a way that transcends position. Size, skill, savvy, know-how. I mean, he's got it all.
Now we can talk about LeBron's ability to really play any position on the floor. When you look back, has Steve there ever been a player you could say that about?
I'm not sure if you could say that about both ends of the floor. I mean, there's a lot of great defensive players who could guard everybody. You know, Scottie Pippen or Dennis Rodman. Offensively, Magic Johnson could play any position he wanted, but to be able to do so at both ends is what separates LeBron James.
Westbrook drives in. He passes it to Cephalosha. Oklahoma City gets it back. Collison, no good. The Heat leading by 23. Here's LeBron. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. 44 points for LeBron.
He has really put his foot on the pedal this quarter, doing a tremendous job leading their offense.
Miami's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Gives him the lead pass, and that's a foul. It's called on Thabo Cephalosha. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, close, but I didn't think he got on balance quickly enough.
And it's hard to draw charges as quick as players are at this level. That's not an easy bit of work there.
Here's Cole. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Cole's got 19 points.
Shaky defense down low again. It's been a mismatch in the paint.
I'm sure they didn't go into this one expecting to get battered like they have inside.
And Perry Jones gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
That's just a flat frustration foul right there.
Boy, down like they are, he just took it out on his opponent. I mean, you've got to keep your composure. I don't think that was one of his best moments.
They're playing with a purpose, guys. The big lead becoming bigger. I like the look in their eyes.
And it's on both ends as they've been controlling the action.
Jackson, that's good. And here are the Heat now. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Haslam, the pass to Battier. Dishes it to Cole. Haslam, a screen on Fisher. Pass to Anderson. 5 on the clock. Here's Battier. Here's the break. Throws it up high. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Haslam, and that one.
Active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
That free throw missing. Nick Collison's checked in for Oklahoma City. And he sinks the second. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. And Fisher kicks to Jones. And that comes off the assist by Derek Fisher.
This is incredible. It's been a 3-point barrage since halftime.
Yeah, whether by design or by accident, it has been impressive.
Now Anderson. Back to Chalmers. Passes it to Anderson. 6 on the shot clock. He dishes it to Chalmers. Shoots. They get it back. And the pass to Haslam. Battier outside. Feeds to Chalmers. Now Haslam inside. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Time to turn out the lights on this game.
I think they deserve a ton of credit for the way they played here today. Truly a professional display.
And that one's good from Fisher.
Boy, you can't run an inbounds play any better than that right there.
Miami's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Knocked away and stolen by Fisher. Here's Jones. Pushes it down to finish the break.
Boy, their defense making an impact here late, Kevin.
And straight off the steal, Clark, a perfectly run fast break ends in a slam dunk.
That could be a huge 4-point swing in this game.
And Chalmers kicks to Cole. Battier left side. Haslam inside, working on Collison. They get the rebound. Anderson. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Now you can tell what the crowd thinks about that call.
Yeah, they erupted as soon as the whistle blew.
Ray Allen is checked in for the Heat. Jones for three. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 6 assists here tonight. Miami leading by 22. And Cole kicks to Allen. Pass to Cole. Gets it to go.
They didn't take their time wrapping this game up. They pretty much did it in a hurry.
Yeah, they had a nice spurt to polish this one off.
And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
Really poor decision on that pass.
Allen inside, defended by Jones. He feeds it to Cole. There's 42 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And Fisher kicks to Jones. Good.
Boy, if they could have had this kind of run earlier in the game, it might have made a big difference.
You know, I think a big reason behind the run, Steve, is that they're not getting pressured as much by the defense now that the game's all but finished.
Battier gets a screen from Allen. Haslam a screen on Jones. Here's Battier. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
This is going to be a great game for them. No win on the road comes easy in the NBA. Nice performance.
Any player loves sending his own fans home happy. He loves even more sending opposing fans home miserable.
Here's Cole. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?